Hello and welcome to Lenormand Wisdom. This is a second lesson about playing card inserts in Lenormand cards. In this lesson, we will speak about people. Playing card inserts has jacks, queens, and diamonds, and how can we use them in Lenormand? Who are those people? Before we start with this, please, if you like this video, subscribe, and if you want to have a personalized tarot or Lenormand reading, you can go under this video. There's a link which will lead you toward the Fiverr profile, and you can order there a reading if you like. All right, so let me start. First card, which has a playing card insert king, is 4 house. King of Hearts can be a father or stepfather. It can be a patron of an association or some person with responsibility and very kind person. So this is one option. It's only optional. You want to use it in that way or you don't, it's up to you. All right, let me go on the next. 6 of Clouds. Who watched already my other videos on YouTube, of course, all of you know that this is a ex-partner. This is someone who is very negative, ex-partner, person from the past, someone who is skeptical, confused person with mental problems, confusion within himself or anxiety, or a widower, in any kind, in any way, it's little negative energy. Now, of course, if it's an ex-partner, other cards will say, is it good or bad? All right, let me go the next. Oh, Lady Snake. Snake is negative person, we know this, but I would still say that she can be other woman or ex-partner. And yes, she can be jealous or she can be very demanding person. Other option is a stepmother or mother-in-law, or she can even be a professional career woman if she is in some position and a very hard person maybe. But if this is an ex-partner for that represent male person, and this is then the card that represents woman as ex-partner, but also it can represent mother, stepmother, or anything like this. But in any case, it can represent any person with jealousy or some kind of negativity. All right, let me go on the next. 9 Bouquet. 9 Bouquet is a card that represent older woman who is maybe a widow or simply an independent woman. It can be maybe a aunt or family member or something like this, but in any case, it's a person about whom we have a good opinion, positive opinion. Independent woman, don't understand me wrongly, but the independent woman, this card represents independent woman in her 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it's not important. Don't get confused. The bouquet card is a meeting, a pleasure, beautiful, young, positive, but this represents what represent. Something little different, so as we say, it can be a widow or divorced woman, independent woman that care about herself with good opinion around her positive energy. Okay, let me go on the next card. 10 of Skite. I would say that I really rarely use this card as a significator for some person. Skite is so important in spreads and I rarely find opportunity to use it in this way, but still I will say it's a sharp young man, someone who uses strength. It doesn't need to be aggressive, but sometimes can be aggressive. Someone who has wisdom learned through experience, and a person who can make actions that can have a difficult consequences or some situations that can be hard later. So I would always say if this card represents person, then let me be careful. You can't be sure in which direction this person will go. All right, let me go on the next card, 11 whip. 11 whip. For me, this card, now there is one very important thing here. I really use this card always as a lawyer, someone who is strong in words, in communication, because one of the meanings of the whip is to repeat, to repeat, to repeat. It indicates speaking. Another meaning, of course, can be a sportist, someone who is related to sport, but any person who can be good in giving speeches or in sport, this can represent this person. On another side, it can indicate person who is too much focused on himself and little ego energy, okay? A little bigger ego energy. All right, now we have a child. Child represent child, baby child, toddler, teenager, someone who is beginner, someone who is going through some beginnings in the life. So let we don't make any confusion there. It can be both gender. So that's it. Let me go on the next, 17 stork. 17 stork is gentle, home-loving, nice person, female friend, sister, mother, someone who care about others, like for example nurse. It's a lovely, good person. And of course it can be a pregnant woman, of course. It's a very good, gentle energy, lovely person who has good, positive thoughts about you in the reading. Then we came to the 22 crossroad. Crossroad is something which is for me always card where we should be very, very careful. This energy of this lady, it's probably younger lady, and she can be a rival in love, or it can be, for example, woman which has easy moral, woman that is indecisive, changing opinions easily. It can be second woman, lover. Usually people indicate that this is blonde, but I will speak about this later. In any case, something about this person is always problematic because she's taking what she wants. She's taking what she wants without of thinking. This is pretty serious energy. All right, let me go the next, 24 heart. Well, of course, we see that this is a friendly, good, positive card. It can be brother, someone who look on weaker than himself, look help. It's attractive man, of course, good man, very good card. Let me go on the next. It's 30 lilies. Well, when it comes to lilies, this is older man, father or older lover, someone who is protector, grandfather or anything like this. And we have 34 fish. This is person who likes money, businessman, entrepreneur, or someone who pays salary, gives salary, person of interest, person who is maybe critical and demanding, but I add additional way, maybe person who has some issues with alcohol or some other addictions, just possibility. Now, when I finish presenting who can be who, there is another thing in these cards. For example, I will now show you this. Here it is. All right. So there is one way in which, but not always, and I want really that we be careful with this, okay? That, for example, dark, extra dark black color is spades. Extra blue color, strong blue color is diamonds. And then these two colors are lower level of these two colors. So for example, this is a dark brown and this is light brown color. But again, I really think that this is something on which we don't need and we should not always pay attention, because it's very hard to be sure in this. And today really people are changing colors and everything. I think that really this should be just taken as additional information. If your intuition in some reading lead you in this direction, you can say, but be careful about this. So playing card inserts, as you see, it's very nice and interesting way to enrich Lenormand readings. In the first video we see how we can read energy by playing card inserts. Now we got more clarity who is who. We have more information in this way, so this will be very useful. Thank you so much.